Everyone, today I'd like to present a paper titled VLA-0 Building State-of-the-Art VLAs with Zero Modification. VLMs understand text and VLMs understand both images and text. Then the natural next step is Vision Language Action Model, or VLA. This is a model that goes beyond the seeing and understanding to actually generating actions. The goal is generalist robot manipulation, but one important question still remains often. What is the right way to build a VLA? So far, existing approaches fall into three main families. First, discrete token VLAs. Second, generative action head VLAs. And third, custom architecture VLAs. These three families differ in three ways: how actions are presented, whether the VLM is modified, and how complex the training is. Family is discrete token VLAs. The idea is to divide continuous actions into bins and map each bin to a single token. In other words, actions are treated just like language tokens. Well-known examples are RT2 and OpenVLA. The advantage is simplicity. You can train with standard cross-entropy, but there are downsides too. The resolution is limited and reusing the existing vocabulary for actions can contaminate the language meaning. Family is generative action has VLAs. The core idea is keep the language ability of the VLM intact and let a separate module generate the actions. Structurally, the VLM takes images and instruction as input and produces a latent embedding. On top of that, a separate action generation module is attached. This module can be diffusion model, a flow model, or Gaussian playhead. So the overall flow is VLM and latent representation to generative models to action. The third family dialectically modifies the architecture. This includes adding specialized action heads or designing custom tokenizers such as DCT heads based ones. For example, instead of using MLM output as text, you can swap in something like an MLP head. This way, the output is designed specifically for continuous control without being posted through the text space. The benefit is high resolution and truly continuous actions, but there are clear downsides. The system becomes more complex, performance depends heavily on the head design, and you lose the benefit of using a foundation model as is. For DCT-based tokenization, instead of tokenizing the trajectory directly along the time axis, the trajectory is first converted into frequency components using DCT. And the coefficients are discretized and treated as tokens. Because This works because actions tend to change smoothly over time, but it also makes the pipeline more complex. So limitations. Discrete tokens suffer from limited resolution, and generative has a training difficulty since they introduce things like noisy prediction laws for learning probability distributions, and custom approaches have intricate pipelines. And one thing they all have in common is all of them modify the VLA. Paper asks a simple question: what if we change nothing? No new tokens, no new hands, no architecture changes. What if we just predict the action as plain text? Zero is remarkably simpler. The input is a system prompt, images, and an instruction. The output is a sequence of integers separated by spaces, and the entire VLM is fully fine-tuned. There are no architectural modification at all. Actions are normalized into the integer range from 0 to b. The model then predicts h times the integer in total. The advantage of this approach is that it supports arbitrary resolution without ever changing the, the vocabulary. Structure alone is not enough to get good performance. The key is the recipe. There are three main components: action decoding, ensemble prediction, and masked action augmentation. At each step, the model predictions the next n future actions. Then overlapping predictions are averaged together. The stabilized control reduces noise and provides temporal smoothing, similar to an ensemble patch. It improves performance by about 2%, and in these evaluations, this turns out to be the most important factor. Parts of the action string are randomly masked. These masked strings are fed in as teacher posting input during fine-tuning, and the model is trained to recover the original tokens. This prevents the model from taking a shortcut. Simply auto-completing number pattern from previous numbers to recover the masked parts. The model has to look more carefully at the image and the instruction. In short, it possesses strong visual grounding. Evaluated on the Rebello benchmark, it has pursuits with 10 tasks per shoot and 50 episodes per task. That's 2,000 episodes in total. The metric is success rate. Quite surprising. Without any large-scale action training, VLA-0 outperforms all comparable models. It is 1.4% higher than the second best model on average, and even when this includes pre-trained models, VLA-0 ranks second overall. This paper also evaluated on the real SO100 level. There are 4 manipulation tasks, 100 demonstrations per task with inference learning at 4 Hz. Main baseline here is slow VLA, which was trained on large-scale SO100 data, so it's already a strong baseline. VLA-0 achieves a 12.5% higher success rate than slow VLA on average. What's important is that VLA-0 has no large-scale action pre-training. This confirms that sim-to-real transfer is working well. The ablation study, removing ensemble drops performance by 2%, and removing masked augmentation drops it by 1.2%. Resolution 1000 is optimal, and image stealing has almost no impact. So why does this actually work? There are two main reasons. First is strong pre-trained VLM representations. VLA-0 doesn't use large-scale model pre-training, but its base VLM is already trained on web-scale image text data, so it starts with strong priors for objects, spatial relations, and instructions. This is really more than half of what Libero and SO100 test requires. In other words, representation priors may matter even more than model priors. The second reason is the language modeling in inductive bias. LLM are naturally good at predicting sequences, and actions are also sequences over time. By converting actions into integer strings, VLA-0 turns the problem into sequence prediction, something LLMs already handle well, so even without diffusion head, the model can generate coherent action sequences. Listening, I'd be happy to take any questions.